Hello everyone, welcome for a map making tutorial, which is what this will be classified as this gives some tips on making stone mountains in your maps. And what we have here is a nice little stone mining village, except after the stonemasons are done working, we see some problems. On this mountain over here on the left, we have some unmined stone. For some reason, they just simply refuse to mine the stone, and there's some tiles that are just a little sloppy looking. Why is this happening? We'll take a look later. Over here we see some spots where the stonemasons just simply refuse to keep mining. It looks like they should be able to chop the stone away, but you can see that the elevation is a little steep. How can we avoid this? We'll check in a minute. And you can see right here, 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 and here are just tiny little pieces that can't be built on. But they can be walked on, but they can't be built on, and you can't make roads across them, or fields, or anything of the sorts. They're just these little leftover pieces that the stonemason just didn't clean up. Why does this happen? Well, we have three common mistakes with stone mountains, and we will see why that happens. We will load the map in the editor, and all will be revealed. Okay. First thing we're going to go over is this mountain on the left. Now we see almost right away that this is actually several stone mountains, and you can tell by the three different deposits of stone. This is a common mistake. You'll see this grassy mix of stone and well, it's a mixture of grass and stone. This tile starts appearing as the stonemason works away at the stone, and as it's almost cleaned up, grass will start showing. Now this is a little confusing. This tile here is actually not stone grass. This tile here, you can see 128 at the bottom left corner of the screen. The number changes. That's the tile number. 128 is stone and grass mixed. 133 is also stone and grass mixed, and you can tell because you can see the amount of stone in these mountains. Every tile has, how many? I think it's 3 stone per? Yeah, 3 stone in each of these grassy stone mixes. However, tile 195 has no stone in it. It is not part of the stone mountains. It looks like it is. It's mixed in the tile palette. It's right with all the others. But if you take a really close look at it, you'll see it's a bit more white and less gray than these stone mountains. This is because this is actually a mix of grass and the white gold mountain. You see the colors are quite similar. The white and the green on top of it. Therefore, you're putting actual gold mountain tiles in with your stone. You do not want to use tile 195 in your stone mountains ever, unless you don't intend on them ever actually being mined. Then it's okay. If you want it for looks, it'll work. Okay, we'll look at this stone mountain with 495 in it, and you can almost tell right away that this is really steep. But how can we know for sure the threshold of how steep we can have the edges of our mountains so the stonemason will continue working? Well, you go to the View Passability menu down here at the bottom left, and you want to select option 9, Can Worker. It is important for all edges of the stone mountain to be shaded in green. You can see that there are a few tiles here. This tile here. This tile here. 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 And there are a few up here that are not shaded. On the top, it's less important, but on the sides, and definitely the front, you want to make sure these are all elevated so that they are completely shaded. And for the sake of completion, we will go ahead and fix the ones in the back. There. The stone mountain should be completely mineable. These up here are maybe a little steep. It's not perfect to tell, but it should be completely mineable. Now over here, we had several tiles of stone that were left over that they didn't clean up. And that was this little grass to stone transition. Why were these being left behind? This is a bit harder to explain, but if you can see at the edges of the mountain, these tiles here, the little corner pieces to the mountain. If you have a corner piece to the mountain and a flat, like that, you can see it right here, these two tiles. They're flipped like this. If you have a setup like this, you will have the stonemason go, he will mine away here, and the stone will be taken away, but the flat will be remaining. Therefore, to fix this, we will have to thicken the stonemason around those little spots where there's the flat transition tile and the corner transition tile. We will make sure that it is mineable, and now everything should be working smoothly. I did not fix this over here. We will fix this, and then we will run our map again. Just make sure it's elevated correctly. Okay. We will go to the developer menu and speed it up really fast. And you can see everything was cleaned up except one tile over here. I must have missed that. We'll go check it out in the editor real quick. But you can see the stone mountains were mined away much cleaner this time. All of this was cleaned up. This did not have any goofy mess ups with the gold mountain mixed in with the stone. And over on this side we have one tile left over. I missed another one. We'll go back to the editor and fix those. Oh, I left that there as an example. My bad. And where was that other mistake? I don't even remember where. I can't remember where that was. Anyway, but hopefully you understand now. Problems with stonemasons should be no more in your maps. And I hope you learned something, and we'll see you around for the next tutorial.